Huda Mustafa from the last season of Love Island has been caught on camera sneaking into her ex-boyfriend Louis Russell's baby mama's house.
Huda is crazy. I hate to say it, but she is insane.
She's nuts for this.
She allegedly flew there to basically break into the baby mama's house. So I see why Nicole Rivera was tripping about this restraining order.
Yeah, and Huda denied it too, right? She was like, I would never do something like that.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Keisha Uncut here with the fresh and wavy content. I hope you guys are having a fabulous week. Let me know, how's the week going for you so far? Sound off in the comments below. I'm a nosy ass bitch. I just want to know. Now, if you're Huda Mustafa, you're probably embarrassed, or you probably are okay with this footage being out there, because TMZ has released footage of Huda sneaking into her ex-boyfriend's baby mama's apartment. Yes, you heard that sentence correctly. Crazy, right? She has always been somebody who is extremely dangerous. I made a video about this a couple of months ago, talking about, you know, her time in the villa and how she ruined other people's experiences, and she made it the Hurricane Huda show. It was all about her. She was forget about passive aggressive. She was aggressive. She would constantly call the black men brother, but we really know what words she was trying to say. She was just someone who should not be on television. And I don't think Huda is going to check herself into like a mental health institution or even go and seek help from a therapist. I think that she thinks that she's above the program and that she thinks that she's okay. Now listen, how can you help someone, or how can you even try to give advice to somebody who doesn't want to take the advice? It is what it is, right? But honestly, at this rate, she really is worrisome. Seeing the video of her sneaking in, trying to like run under the gate before it's shut, you are so weird. All for a man, mind you. All for a man. At 1:30 in the goddamn morning, in the AM, I'm fast asleep, catching my Zeds. I'm not flying out to another state, another city, to come and cause a kerfuffle. Absolutely not. I'm also not going to say to her boyfriend at the time, Louis, that you're going to unalive yourself. You are so twisted, and I hate people who do stuff like this. If you are feeling suicidal, although I do feel like in this situation, Huda is just saying this because she couldn't get her way. She couldn't get through to Louis. So she's saying stuff like, I'm going to unalive myself. Do you not have a whole daughter you should be living for? You have a child, but you're saying stuff like, you're going to unalive yourself, you're going to jump off the cliff. Are you insane? Well, yes, we've gathered that she is. There are so many birds, Huda being the biggest bird of them all. But her fans, the ones that are just so cuckoo up here, I pray nobody around me is like that, where you just are so deranged. Let's call it what it is, so deranged. Like, birds of a feather generally flock together. I can see why you love Huda. Now, she's a pretty babe. There's no need to deny that, right? One thing about me, I'm gonna keep it real, she's pretty. Whether it's a nose that was purchaseyourbeat.com, or whether it, you know, we know that, you know, she's pretty regardless, okay? I think that maybe the whole pretty privilege aspect of it all is giving her a pass in some people's eyes. But for me, this is tapped behavior and a massive, massive, massive red flags. And if she doesn't stop anytime soon and seek professional help, then only God knows what it is that she's willing to do. Now, she is a bird. She's willing to do anything for a man. I know that they are, allegedly anyways, they've called it quits. It's so funny that they did that the same day that she released that single, with my hair real long and the lyrics were very underwhelming. I think Huda can sing. Again, one thing about me, I keep it a buck, right? There's no need to like pretend like I am not like a D1 hater. It's not that deep, right? But she can sing. I feel like the song was underwhelming. I do also feel like the song should have come out a lot more earlier. I don't know, maybe like months ago. You know, she's trying to do the whole music thing. If you want to do the whole music thing, bitch, you should focus on the music and not scandals. How about that? Okay. Anyway, so Nicole, the mother of Louis Russell's son, says Huda showed up at her Los Angeles apartment complex at 1:30 a.m. What are you doing? You have a child. I'm not trying to be one of those people who's like, okay, like I get it. Obviously, you have a child. You should be living for them. Yes. But like, obviously have a life of your own too. Like, if you want to go out, do certain things, obviously be responsible. Like, okay, right? At 1:30, I'm catching my Zeds and it's probably snoring. Or I might just have like a late night, you know, movie night. Well, I guess it's in the morning. What are you doing? You're not even from LA. You don't live in LA. Does she not live in like North Carolina or something? Do you know what I mean? Like, what? So this happened back in February, right? And didn't leave for about 12 hours. You are absolutely insane. You are absolutely ugh. And the defenders as well. Watch them defend this behavior. I would hope and pray that no brother of mine would date somebody like Huda. Beautiful to look at, sure, but she's so tapped. Honestly, like she's have like allegedly also she was paying Louis like phone bill. Oh, so you really are Big Mama. Big Mama. Big Mama. Like, that's weird to me because what do you mean a man, like, can't you go and, like, I just feel like I have Huda figured out to a T. And I feel like it was so apparent when watching her on the show as well. Great season. I enjoyed the cast. Also, the new Love Island, I'm actually eating it up. I have my faves. I do. But this is not what this video is about. But I'm letting you guys know that I'm watching the USA season because the UK is whack. But what's new? Anyway, sorry for going off topic. You know, we saw, I feel like I saw Huda for who she is. I feel like it was very evident. Her having to have her partner's location, all of these things. It's like, girl, you're just so deranged. Go and seek help before you lay under a man. And what do we mean we're trying to unalive ourselves? Bitch, you got a whole baby to be living. You got a child to bring up. "12 hours is crazy, by the way. Like, it gets to a point where you should have better priorities. You should be booked and busy. Taking a flight to go and see what your partner is up to, or to go to your boyfriend's baby mom, like, that is madness to me. I can't even fathom it. TMZ released the surveillance footage on the 8th of June, 3 days after the restraining order case was dismissed because neither woman showed up to the hearing. Well, that's really interesting. Why did no one show up? According to the filings, Huda allegedly texted Louis from the Uber on the way over, including, "I'm going to your baby mom's house." Why are we even using that? Why are we using that language? I can't stand people who say baby mama or baby daddy. Like, can we just get rid of that language? It's just so ugh to me. I don't know why. And she also said, "Are you cheating on me?" And she said that in all caps. You are so insecure. You need to. There's so many people like this, and that's why birds of a feather and all that. That's why a lot of her fans are just similar to her. The way, when she was on the show, a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, I would act like Huda if a man ever played me like that." Jeremiah had faults, for sure, but it was never that deep. Never that deep. And if a man had called her a bitch, the same way she was saying he was an ussy ass, you know, you would never let that run. You would never let that run. Wrong is wrong. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I have to defend women's wrongs. Absolutely no. Absolutely no. She's acting absolutely psychotic. "I remember where you told me her window was." You are weird. Absolutely psychotic. Again, if my brother's ever brought home a partner like that, I would fear for my life, because if something, the minute something goes left, and for a Huda, a left is not like, okay, you know, a left is like, "Oh, he just didn't answer me. Like, it took, like, I haven't heard from him for like 1 hour." That's the kind of energy Huda is giving. "Are you cheating on me? I remember where you told me her window was." She also sent a photo from outside the complex and a message saying she'd stand there until he came out. Oh, she means business. Speaking of business, around that time, she'd not have been releasing music. Instead, that is the real business you should be doing, Omo. Instead of you trekking over to somebody's apartment where they also have a child living in that apartment also. What was the mission here? To fight it out? Baddie baddies. Baddie shadow clock. Like, what did you think this was going to give? There is footage of her, North Face jacket, all black. The cameras are on. Like, did she not think she's going to get caught? Some people really just don't care about reputation. She's one of them. And that's even more of a reason as to why someone like this should not have a platform. It is what it is. She's got her whole tracksuit. Like, she was on a mission. This is not a game. She made sure to, like, wear black clothes. Like, you can't see me, John Cena style, even though, baby, we can see you in 4K on the phone, probably blowing up Louis' phone. I want to know why none of the women attended court. Like, what was that about? Nicole's filing describes suicidal threats against her and both children, and attempts to enter the home. Police were reportedly called over self-harm concerns. A judge granted a temporary restraining order in mid-March, keeping Huda 100 yards from Nicole and her son, Luca Kai. Huda denied the allegations on Instagram and said she'd handle it legally. They all say that. Huda is still commenting. So TMZ posted the video, right, on their TikTok page. Huda commented, being shady, and then people are eating it up. People think, "Oh my God, like, she's just that bitch. Huda's just that bitch, period." I'm really praying for society today. Like, there are so many people who act like Huda. There's so many birds out there just flapping their wings. And I'm like, yeah, keep flapping it far away from me, right? We're not going to always get it right as human beings, but there's just some things you just simply do not do. Trespassing is crazy. Sneaking in when you weren't invited to a home is insane. Doing this also when there is a mother and son in that house is madness. And you knew that because you knew the kid was not with Louis, therefore he would be with the mother. What was the goal here? To fight it out all for Louis? For Louis as well? Fighting over a man is already diabolical, but for Louis? Also, what's crazy to me is like the screenshots that we saw, clearly Louis was sending Nicole text messages and stuff. Like it's so messy. It's so messy. Do I think that Louis and Huda are actually broken up? They're probably, you know, doing the madness and, you know, doing sneaky links or whatever. I don't know. But the timing of them breaking up and then Huda's single coming out, girl. Okay, so the temporary order was dissolved on June the 5th for lack of prosecution with no permanent order and no criminal charges. I think a lot of Huda fans are eating that part up. They're like, Nicole, you lied. Well, there's still footage of her sneaking under a gate, making sure she's under there before the gate closes. You are weird. This means that this is not your first rodeo. You've done this before. This is really, 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 really disgusting. Answer this, people. Why do you find this to be okay? Why is this just, oh, guys, everyone just calm down, like it's fine, it's fine. Why? Imagine if this had been a man. Forget about that for a second. Imagine if this is somebody else. That would be career ending because you had an objective to do something. You were going to cause harm. You flew out, literally. A bit trying to get flued out for the... No, she flew herself out. To LA. For what? To stand there and wait for what? To make your move? What was the plan? All because you couldn't hear from Louis and you suspected that he was cheating on you. You should be raising your eyebrows and pointing your finger at Louis. Now, I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. You shouldn't think that, you know, listen, he's got an F-boy vibe persona to him, right? He's in a bunch of different dating shows. He's just gassed when a pretty girl is in front of him, whatever, right? And I do honestly believe that, yes, he may find Huda beautiful, but I do think he was with her for the clout. We know that he believes that, well, how come the Love Island people get so much clout? Those videos are out there. He's saying these things. He was saying these things. And I think he was kind of jealous of Miguel because Miguel was on Love Island and he gained a huge following compared to Louis' time on Too Hot to Handle, right? And I think he thought that he was going to have a bunch of brand deals and he was going to have the same trajectory as Miguel, one of his besties, but beep, beep, that didn't happen, right? So of course you're going to get with someone like Huda, who has a big following, one of the standouts from the last season, okay? Huda and Louis announced in mid-May that they had mutually decided to part ways for the time being, which I bet you guys are still effing and sucking and locking and popping, okay? They both seem deranged, to be honest with you. They just seem like they're just toxic as hell and they just get back together by doing the nasty or doing the deed if you must, right? So they mutually decided to part ways for the time being. I honestly feel like Huda just said that to promote the single, even though the single has nothing to do with like being single. But like, you know, at the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards days after the video dropped, Huda waved off questions about the drama and told the new Love Island USA cast to protect their mental health and ignore the noise online. Shut up. Like, shut up. If no one's told you this, Huda, shut the hell up. What do you mean protect your mental health? You have ruined other people's mental health. You've ruined people's experiences. There was 1 or 2 weeks of Huda and Jeremiah just going back and forth, and it was mainly Huda. Again, Jeremiah is not perfect. I'm not a male defender by any means necessary. Hell no, right? Hell no. But she has caused harm. Remember the whole Alandria situation as well, where she was on a live stream with Louis. Someone calls in and says Alandria is the N-word. She sat there laughing with Louis. Like, these things affect people. Or when Alandria told you, right after the show was done, Alandria told you, can you post something because like your fans are being really crazy? They put a picture of my face on George Floyd's body and then the police officer, like it was crazy. Let's not act like you guys don't remember that. And then her excuse was, I was busy. Like people were hating on me. You, like, a horrible person. I can't imagine the type of friend that she is. Male-focused, male-centered. Even before she went onto Love Island, there's plenty of TikToks of her. All her content. Yes, she was at the gym and everything, but she did so much content about men. Like, a male-centered being really drives me crazy. We can't talk about much for real, can we? I'm trying to hang out, get some drinks, you know, Kiki, talk about life, talk about different things, but you want to sit down and talk about men. Oh, this guy is so annoying. We're going to go back with him. Like, Huda is just so predictable. She's so predictable and honestly so irritating, okay? How are you gonna tell the upcoming Love Island USA cast to protect their mental health and ignore the noise online? You are the noise. You created the most noise in the villa. Nobody needs advice from you, respectfully, okay? Even if you want to know how to be the most successful from Love Island, it would be Alandria, okay? Alandria is like Molly May level in terms of like brand deals, like the big dog, okay? So Huda, all I want to know is, when are you booking that appointment for therapy? When are you going to sit your ass down and actually listen to the therapist? Because we all need to get to a place of just like changing and correcting bad behavior. Rewarding bad behavior is what her fans are doing to her, constantly gassing her up like, oh my god, she's the main character, like, oh my god, this is Hood as well, we're all living in it. I'm not living in the Hood as well, absolutely not. And a lot of these people saying this, mind you, every profile that I've clicked is somebody in their 20s, maybe even older than that. You are insane. And then you wonder why nobody loves you. And then you wonder why men constantly are stepping on your neck. Not physically, obviously, hell no, but you know what I mean, come on. Like, you wonder why things constantly go left for you. Her audience, and again, if the shoe fits, bitch, then let me know what size you wear. It's not everyone, but the majority of the Huda fans are the type of people to like literally just like, if they don't get their way, cause harm to their partner, but partner's family too. To just do twisted things. I just feel like, be okay with just moving on. To say that you're going to unalive yourself when you have a daughter is madness. You need help. But what's new? Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think of the video? This is my last ever Huda video because, quite frankly, there's a new season of Love Island on and we'll focus on that. I don't care for Huda, but just seeing this come out, I felt the need to make a video because obviously a couple months ago we spoke about how dangerous she is, but it seems as though the saga continues. And yeah, let me know also what you guys are thinking of this new season of Love Island. I do feel like it's very different because a lot of them, yes, they probably are craving, like, you know, fame. Sure, like, who's really in Love Island for love, right? Sure. But I kind of like how more normal they feel. They're overly freaked out, especially Gabrielle. Oh my god, every time he's on the screen I'm like, get this man away from me, but he's like too freaked out. Like, last season was overly freaked out. This season is madness on madness and madness and madness, but I'm entertained. I'm sat every single day. So maybe I might do some reviews. If you guys want to see, I'm not going to do like daily reviews for this season, but if you guys want to see maybe like a weekly review, I might do that. But also my scheduling for the next couple of weeks, next couple of months is looking a little cray-cray, so I can't promise you that. But maybe I'll just like post certain things over on my Instagram story. So follow me, ItzKeisha_. And yes, that's pretty much it for today's video. I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye!